Oh, Uncle Stephen, this particular matter, you must address it today on my program, on my show. Because I have seen you with Daddy Freeze talking. I was asking Daddy Freeze, Baba, I know they too do wahala, but you are looking fresh and fine. Daddy Freeze just smiled. I said, me too, I got to run to where Daddy Freeze is connected. Though. But sir, forget it. Though. But you are Nigerian now.
I am.
So how come? So how come you got $5 million to do business and to look for people to share? What is it about, Ganga?
So basically, we started our foundation 15 years ago. We usually do, we've send over 5,000 kids to school. That was what the foundation was about in the last 15 years.
You sent 5,000 kids to where?
Sponsored, we have
private school,
different, whatever school they do, we have an annual bursary program. So every year we do almost 1,000. Last year we did about 1,000 kids. But during COVID was when we started the one of grants for entrepreneurs. Right? I started my business 15 years ago, and again, it's not as if we have all the money to waste, but as we make some profit, we want to see how many other businesses can we support, because ultimately you can't die with this money. You have to still find a way.
Well, network should not disturb me. When I'm talking about money, we should not have network problem at all. Money, Sir, wait. I know that you support small businesses. You support people to school. We are talking about you doing income miri. In case you understand what miri can be defined and can be said as somebody that is doing things that are great and mighty in the eye of man and the eye of God. When we are talking about people that give to the society, now it has passed you buying minerals and buying noodles and buying biscuits, and snapping picture with 2 bags of rice and say you are giving out to the poor. Now you have taken it to another level. What brought about
so
this
during
thing?
COVID, we realized a lot of businesses just died. So and some of them were quite just starting up. So we started the grants. Then it was some of them 500,000, some 1 million naira, and so we continued that. But this year, 2023, we felt, why not structure it? We have a vision where our company is building 25,000 green and smart home in Nigeria. So it dawned on us that we're selling houses off plan. Why can't we just pick a portion of that profit and give it back to small businesses? These are also technically the category of our clientele. It's usually business owners, top professionals that still patronize us to buy land, to buy a house. So it's a form of program to really help startups. We're focusing more on businesses that are using technology to accelerate and to scale, as well as businesses that fits into the SDG goals. And so for us, that's
what is SDG? What is SDG goals? STG. I've been reading those. When I'm reading about your program on internet, I just see STG. Like, you don't STG. I wonder what is STG? Sorry.
Why you? So SDG is basically the UN started a program, basically for sustainable development across the globe, right? So these are businesses that are focused on how do we sustain the world, how do we make sure that the businesses we're running, issues of climate change, issues of equality, issues of supporting certain aspect of the world. So SDG goes.
Sir, you have answered me. The reason is that all of us believe that everybody on social media just know things, and I really want us to break it down, because sometimes the people that we look down on are the ones that we invest in things. Go and check market women, the way they do their susu every month, every day. Some people every day are saving 100,000 every day as they are selling their saving. Some people take 10,000 and they are making money. Meanwhile, some people are very branded with good English to apply the power of savings. So, sir, now talking about $5 million to be spread across to bless people in 5 years. How do you think you want to achieve this? Why focus on Nigeria?
No, at some
alone?
point we're going to go beyond Nigeria, but we're starting. So the year 2023, we're going to be giving 24 SMEs. In the year 2024, it's going to be 48. In the year 2025, it's going to be 120. So we're scaling it. So for the GTEx homes, decided that as we're selling housing units, we're increasing the numbers. So we have a goal. It's tied to the project we're doing. So it's more of you're doing a project, you are running a business, you are offering services, people are investing with you. Why not give it back into the system? Because for us, for example, we're doing real estate. If there's no peace in a land, right, your real estate business cannot grow because people will not even invest in it. And what is really causing war or instability, insecurity is hunger, is unemployment. So for us is to look at it strategically and say, if you support enough businesses, right? If, for example, we potentially, because somebody has done it before, the Tony Elumelu Foundation has done it, and he saw that for every person that got $5,000, they were able to employ about 10 people into their business.
$5,000 in Naira by my year. Very close to 6 point something.
Is it up to that? Maybe,
it
depends
on the changes.
I think it's a little, maybe almost 3 million or a bit above 3 million. You know.
So let's assume now your company is giving out 3.5 million to small businesses, small entrepreneurs. How are they going to borrow it? How are they going to tap into it?
How they can just go to StephenAkintayoFoundation.com. It's not a loan. Let me just type it.
www.stephenakintayo.com.
Let me type it. So .com. So you can just pin it. Stephen Akintayo Foundation.com. It's .com. So I've typed it. You can be pinning. So we have spread it into 12 sectors. Let me even, so we've spread into about 12 sectors. This month of January, we're giving 2 people, and it's in the agriculture sector, right? So every month.
Wait, let me write down so I can be telling everybody who is into agric this thing. We know you're waiting. So all right.
January is agriculture, and the application for that has closed already. We had over 1,000 applicants, so 2 will qualify for the grants, and it will be given on my birthday, which is January 28th. And so
and people have how the people
for the January one, yes, it was on my.
Let's target February. Who are we giving February?
Let me list the various categories. We have the manufacturers grants. We have the research and development grants. We have the grant for women, African women in business. We have the grant for green energy. We have the grant for waste management and environmental protection. We have the grant for mobile, for urban development grants. We have the youth artist grants. We have the climate change research grants, and then we have the sports grants, social inclusion and infrastructure for Africa. So those are the various categories that people can apply.
So your birthday is January
28th. Yeah. So the January.
So we that we are wishing you happy birthday. Are we having
no, they can apply for the other ones. That's what we're teaching here. If you go to the website, Akintayo Foundation, you will see all the remaining 11, even till December, and you can go and select whichever one fits the kind of business you're doing, and just apply.
But how do we know which one is which? For
the
February,
website. It's very detailed. It's on the website. So on the website you will see.
So
yes, you will see which one fits into what you do. Now, the modality is step 1, you apply on the website. Step 2, we will upload the first 50 ideas that we think make sense on the foundation
Okay.
Instagram page and my page as well. And for that, so people can
Okay.
engage. So the top 10 that we feel has a lot of engagement, people, love the concept, the ideas, the top 10 are now the ones that
Okay.
will come on Instagram. We're going to be doing an Instagram pitch. So it's a very, very transparent one. We're going to be doing an Instagram pitch where they will now be able to pitch, and out of that, we then pick 2 out of the finalist 10. So that's the modality for
Okay.
everyone.
Somebody have stated it out for us here. Diligent entrepreneurship said waste management, mobile, urban, youth, sport, social inclusion, and infrastructural grants. So you've done so well for us. Thank you so much, Diligent Entrepreneurship. Please make sure you talk to me on my DM, Diligent. You also have a gift
Hey.
from Helen Paul. Thank you so much for listening it out.
Yes.
So I want to ask something, sir. You know so much about finances and how people can have freedom in, spending money you have once you are having it. Are you a coach? Are you a financial
Well,
coach
so
too?
one of the things I remember many years ago, because I was born from a very humble home. My mother was a civil servant, and my father's business had crumbled even before I was born. So we grew up really very poor. I remember growing up as a teenager, and I said to God, if you really bless me, I would teach people how to replicate my kind of success. So naturally, since I started business, even before it grew to what it is today, if I learned that I could do this business and I started, I'll come and teach and say, oh yeah, since I was on campus, I've been that way. Those who went to campus with me will tell you, right? So what I've always had to do is teach what I've used, what has worked for me, and that over time led to me writing books on businesses I've done that has worked. I've written 37 books. I'm not sure that 3 books on my birthday. Yeah.
Wow.
So, so I've had, yeah, Lola Sawyer. We went to school together. So,
Ah, Lola Sonya. I'm sure she's very rich like you too.
so
I'm listening, sir.
so we have always been that way. So that led to me, of course, I have over 1 million followers across all my social media platforms who have learned over time what I do, learning. So I do a lot of mentorship, coaching, around how to build personal finance. At
Wow.
least, from my own experience, based on what I've done, I started a business with $10, and we've built, multi-million dollar assets all over the world. So
Wow. When we're talking about money, I noticed that you're always talking about $2, $5, $10. And you say you're from humble beginning. How come you're not talking naira? That is dollars. How did you start getting
no.
dollars?
So basically, a few years ago, we opened office in Dubai. Dubai became our international headquarters, US and UK. So I had over time, in fact, like 90% of my clients are in diaspora. So you have to kind of, communicate, understanding that you are trying to run a global engagement. So that's why the dollar.
Okay. All right. But how can we get to you if we want you to be our financial coach? How can one reach you? Is it that you want all of us to be going to website? Can we have one-on-one connection with a coach
Well,
like you?
so one of the things I've always said, and this is very important that people know, mentorship is never free. Anything of value comes with a cost. I run a business. And I've seen this over time. See people just chat you up. Please coach me. Please coach me. What you don't know is that you are just one of over hundreds of people almost every week requesting to be coached, right? And no, it's not that easy to leave one's business and then say, oh, yeah, I'm doing coaching for everyone. So what we've done is to put together a